Check. Well, he's on the Blackhawks tree twice. We have Drew Wasserman here.
Wait, but don't skate over the Eddie Olczyk thing, because you met Eddie on Friday here in the offices, which was a cool thing. And what did Eddie say to you?
So Eddie said to me, well, I asked him what his favorite restaurant was. Quite honestly, I don't remember what he said. Friday, it seems like everything since I left her office on Friday is a blur, and I can't believe that
But
I'm
what's
here.
funny is what Eddie said, well, shouldn't I be a little higher on the tree?
Well, but it's so funny. Embarrassingly enough, I gave Bob Surratt, and I'm sorry to say this, but I gave him my last sample of the tree. So he didn't even, he didn't really have anything to equate it to, but what Mr. Ennis said, and we're actually coming back from
You can call him Dave, we do.
We're coming back from a Las Vegas trade show where my partner and really the digital mastermind behind everything that you see with Burton History Trees is coming back from Drew Wasserman. He knocked it out of the park in Las Vegas.
Drew, lean into that microphone. How are you, bud?
Hey, how's it going?
Nice job, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, these are very cool.
I appreciate it. Yeah, coming back to Las Vegas doing the show, we're excited about the different applications. We've been talking to a lot of different organizations, different people that are buyers, different people that are working with players associations. And it's just really exciting where we're able to sort of start right now and launch and see what we can really do with this
All right,
concept.
now pardon the comparison, especially the artist if he's listening, but for people to be able to wrap their heads around it, think of a tree and the branches of the tree and the meat of the tree, if you will, as a word cloud.
That's exactly right. But Bruce Burton did the first one in 1979. We have it here. We have number 400 out of 2,000, the limited edition print. I've just pulled it off my office.
And that's the Blackhawks.
That's actually the family tree of British rock. See,
Oh, I thought it was the one with Andres.
No, I'm sorry. I put it over here. It's a British rock tree, and Bruce was just a little bit frustrated with the application of art that existed for the British rock. So he hand drew that by hand. You can actually see his script and his ink marks, and if you look at the blades of grass on this tree and really all the other trees, each individual blade of grass is a single keystroke with a pen.
All right, now explain something to me. How do you determine the order of where the band is placed on the tree?
Artistic direction. It's so funny. With sports, it's a little bit more subjective in the sense that you know how many games they played, you know what position they played. But with the city trees that we'll be doing here in just a little bit, Family Tree of the City of Chicago, well, I mean, can you imagine what kind of uproar there will be and what kind of enthusiasm?
Well, it creates great fights, right?
Exactly.
Right.
And this tree and this product pulls emotions out of people like I've never seen a product do in my 35 short years. But it's neat. We've got an artist who could old enough to be Drew and my father. I approached him in 2007. I want to make you famous, and now we're here. We've got this Kickstarter going for 36 more hours.
Drew, the technical side of this and creating this is what? I mean, it's code writing, but you have to work with an artist who... The reason I bring it up is the technical side versus the artistic side. Those are two different parts of your brain.
Well, to a certain extent they are, but at the same time we place these things out here organically, and a lot of it all comes into play chronologically. So what you see is when you look at the tree, you look at it coming from the base to the top, and you can see the different roots and the different forms of the organism.
Oh, I get it. So like in the British one, you got the Beatles and the Stones at the bottom, the roots of British rock. And then to the top, so would the younger stuff be on top?
Exactly.
Okay.
Frank Thomas is at the top of the White Sox tree. What's neat about this Kickstarter, it is for the pro basketball teams.
Wouldn't you have Jeff Samardzija at the top of the tree?
We would if it was a WG entry, which we'd love to make. We actually have a custom reward, which only one person has taken us up on. We will make a Burton History Tree of whatever you want. We can make one for Tribune, WGN, brands
Walker
up and
fan.
down Michigan Avenue. It's funny.
Would you do it of all the places I've been fired from?
We could do it of all the places that everybody in Chicago Broadcasting's been fired from. Gary Meyer gave me my first break. This means a lot. BJ Boyd, who is a former customer of ours, Consider It Done in Downers Grove, she actually passed away. She was my biggest customer.
What do you do when you're not promoting art?
I actually, my day job is in the restaurant industry.
Well, you are a restaurant guy.
Yeah.
So these history trees, again, the Kickstarter campaign tomorrow. Andre, explain Kickstarter.
Which part?
Just the concept of Kickstarter. It's crowdfunding.
It is crowdfunding, yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
crowdfunding. So it's crowdfunding for anything.
People with an idea that they want funding for. So
Right.
it could be anything. Well, it started out with a lot of the tech
That's how we pay Anna's salary. We crowdfund.
He's getting paid handsomely then. With all
Yeah.
the people
We
that
do a
love Dave.
Kickstarter of all the people that love Dave, and they kick in $5, and then eventually he gets paid.
Well, the way this works with this Kickstarter is we have for $1, you can pledge $1 and get a postcard of whatever we have, not just in the pro basketball, which is what the Kickstarter is centered around. Every product in our portfolio. If you go to BurtonHistoryTrees.com, I say Burton like the snowboard, history like the class I failed in high school, trees like those things in the forest.com. You can go to our Kickstarter, back whatever reward item you want. If you back $10, you get a 8.5 by 11 tree, which fits into a nice 8 by 10
For $10?
matted frame for $10.
That's great.
I have a sample frame here. I don't know where it is, but hopefully we can get it up on the Facebook page and on the website, because we've got 34 more hours. We're trying to raise some money. We've got $17,000 more to go, and as lofty a goal as that might seem, Mr. Cochran, and these incredible people that are around us, I think that the power of this product and the fact that it crosses gender gaps, it crosses age gaps. This is a product that is basically a new kind of media. And I couldn't think of a better place to introduce it than
That's
here at the
cool.
base of the Tribune Tower.
Anna, take a look at that one that Drew's holding.
Okay,
Now that is which one? The one you just described?
the eighties, family tree of the eighties. Duran Duran, NXS, Prince, Elton John.
All right, now where's my man Prince?
He's right here, he's got a pretty bold type in the word cloud.
Right.
You should be pleased. U2's got the biggest.
Well, the thing I like about Prince's location, he's low enough on the tree where you could reach it.
It's kind of low, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like the 4'11"
Yeah.
branch.
Well, and you should see this. We had it at the United Center, the Blackhawks tree, and I mean, we have, I don't know if I was supposed to, but I took a little bit of video of people just staring at the tree. I mean, there were people just looking at it for 5 minutes. That's what this product does.
It's a cool
So if you-
idea. It's a very cool idea. Who's the artist again?
Bruce Burton, and you're sitting across from the mastermind, the next generation. This is Bruce's protege. This is a multi-generational business that's starting right here today. We're trying to create 10 new jobs by the end of this year. We know that with the bandwidth, the 50,000 watt blower that I've learned about thanks to a customer of mine from this venture, consider it done. I know that we can do it. We just need everybody to go online, go to WGNradio.com, find a link, and go right to BurtonHistoryTrees.com.
And Drew, what's the connection to Bruce?
Well, Eric basically introduced me to Bruce about 7 or 8 years ago. So it started out very slowly, but over that amount of time, I've sort of been following the way that he creates these things, and now we sit together and collaborate on all different types of projects.
But are you the ones and zeros guy? Are you the code guy?
Well, I do the website, I do a lot of our digital marketing and things like that. There's still a lot of hands-on, hand-drawn sort of aspects to these things that we do. I like
So you're an artist as well.
Sure. More
Drew's got
design.
Drew's got a great voice.
What if
Drew could
you
Drew could do his own show.
What if there's a band that somebody says, oh, or a person, and you think, oh, not that you would ever forget somebody, but do you have to draw on like an extra branch or an extra leaf?
Hey, could you pay for a better position on the tree?
Right.
I want to be
Yeah,
moved.
You know, I used to work for Charlie Trotter, and he always said everything's for sale. So, I mean, at the end of the day, though, let's keep in mind, I'm in a
Sounds
media,
like Charlie, doesn't it?
I'm in a media institution right here. So there's advertorial versus editorial, and what I never want to do is get in the way of the creative, artistic element, and that these artists bring together. This is a combination of sketch, typography, historical art that's never been done. So if you're listening, please go to BurnHistoryTrees.com.
And that's the search, by the way, on the Kickstarter page as well.
That's the search on the Kickstarter page, and
Okay.
and you know that I failed high school history, so I'm just trying to make. up
Oh,
for it
look
right
at
now.
you with your mom in the room.
He never did.
Isn't that great?
Never did.
And is this Dad?
This is my dad, season ticket holder with the Blackhawks for 30
Could you
years.
maybe say hi to Dad for
Dad,
crying
well,
out loud?
I,
mean,
you know, mom and dad are
You're
actually
grounded.
Mom and dad are running the company now, and Drew is
You may
is
be
taking it
35,
over.
but you're
so,
grounded.
Well, I thought I couldn't do this without my mom. Really, I would. This has been a team effort. We've got other people. You know, there's 10 of us that work part time on this, and we're
That's
trying
cool.
to create
It's a
10
cool idea,
full
dude.
time
It's a
jobs.
cool idea. So new jobs and a very cool project. And I assume this could be family tree.
Anything you want.
Could be whatever.
Anything you want. We were going to make one for Brian Watercott's thing.
My career
He said-
prior to coming back here was more of a weeping willow. Yeah, but this is more of a full-bodied tree. Burton History Trees. Go to Kickstarter, search Burton History Trees. Contribute if you like. I mean, just for the $10, sounds like you got a nice little premium.
We actually have a
going on
dollar pledge too.
there. There's a dollar pledge there, but give as much as you want. You'd be happy to take it.
Anything. Entrepreneurs, CEOs, and if you started a company and.
I just wish you had a little energy, Eric.
Well, and the other thing, it's a great gift. People are always looking for good gifts to give. I mean, I know people that have given lots of money to college and universities. Why not give them a conversation piece that they can then sell as a fundraiser?
How about this? You can't afford to send your kid to college, get them the Northwestern tree instead.
And if you can use that, heck, you can start your own Kickstarter to do the Northwestern tree. Dave, I think that's good. I might do that.
Great idea.
No energy drinks for you. Congratulations. I love your passion, and it was great meeting you on Friday. And that's